Hi, and welcome to my first video with VelcroHurts.net. I'm Stephen McGroarty, and we will be talking today about promoting your first Windows 2012 domain controller. In previous versions of Windows Server, you would go to Command or Run and type in DC Promo, and this would allow you to promote your first domain controller. Now they want you to go to this link where it just tells you a quick little tidbit about where to go. It's under Manage, and then Add Roles and Features. Then it gives you the before you begin to make sure that your server has the latest round of updates on it, that you have a static IP. It should include have a host name set on there, but it never does. Then you want role configuration, role-based or feature-based. Make sure your machine name and your IP are correct. And then select the Active Directory domain services. Verify that the AD tools are installed, and then click Add Feature. And then you want DNS also, so it integrates with your domain since this is the first domain controller. And then go ahead and click Next. And verify that the group policy management will be installed. After clicking Next, it'll give you some pieces of information to make sure that how things will work. One of the things that it'll tell you to do is make sure you have DNS installed, but you've already selected DNS, so you should be good. Then we go to the confirmation page and have it restart the computer. If it's a remote machine, click Next or click Install, and then wait for the progress bar. With the magic of video editing, we're going to skip ahead. And now that we're finished, we can see that the progress bar at the top is completed, and all that's left at this stage is to click Close. Once you jump back to the server management page here, you'll notice a little exclamation bar. Click that, and it says there's some post-deployment configuration things that you need to do. Here you can add it to an existing domain, create a child forest, or a new domain controller. Ourselves, we want to add the new forest and a new domain. So click that and then type your root domain name. My case is VelcroHurts.net. Then click Next, and at this stage you will wait a few moments for this to populate fully. Once this populates and is selectable, you'll be able to choose your forest functionality level and your domain functionality level. With this setup, if you choose 2008 and make your domain a 2008 R2 compatible domain, you can add 2008 domain controllers. But I was going for a 2012 domain since this is a brand new domain, and make sure you type a good password here that you will remember. And let's click Next to get to the DNS section where it will tell you there's no DNS authorized in the domain. This error is actually okay at this stage because DNS hasn't been authorized since it's a brand new domain. It'll go ahead and authorize the domain, and it'll create the needed records at this stage as well. So let's click Next and go to the Netbios Name. In this section, we're going to give the computer a work group, and the work group will be present on the entire domain. So my work group is going to be Velcro Hertz, which it came already populated. Your work group should be the same as the top level of your domain. Let's go ahead and click Next, and these are okay with the defaults unless you have special needs. And then the review of all the options that you've configured. You can view a script that you can export if you have to spin up more domain controllers or to make your life easier in the future. And then click Next again, and it takes you to the Prerequisites check. In this section, it's going to come up with some things that are missing and some things that you'll find that you still need. In general, you're looking for a clean slate. This will take a few minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end. Now that it's finished verifying everything, we'll see a couple of issues that it came across. One is it has a weaker crypto key to allow for Windows NT 4. The next is it shows that I have at least one adapter with a DHCP address, which is okay for the adapter since it's my IPv6 adapter, and I'm just going to disable it. And then the delegation for DNS cannot be created as the authoritative zone, although I went back after it finished the install and it created that on the install. So everything else looks like it's finished. Let's go ahead and click Install. And while it's doing the install, you'll see that it'll come up with some warnings that you saw on the prerequisites screen. Again, these warnings are okay. It's going to try to correct these errors as it goes through the process. Then it will reboot the server for you. After you reboot, go ahead and log in. This will be the same admin password that you set on the original install. And look under the server manager for the tools. this is the quickest way I found to verify that it's in. There's DNS right there, and then we have Active Directory users and computers. So let's go ahead and open that and verify that our domain controller is under the domain controllers. Just the one server, complete with my typo. So there we go there. Now let's go back to Tools and choose the DNS configuration. Let's wait for that. Okay, now let's verify that our domain controller is listed under the Velcro Hertz. There's our A record and our IPv6 record. So let's go ahead and add a new host. And I want to add my ESX host that I'm running on and put the IP address in there. So I'm typing the IP address, and I'm going to create a PTR record, even though I know that's going to fail because I don't have reverse configured. So there's no reverse zone. Okay. So there we go. It's how to add a new Windows 2012 domain controller. Thank you.